everybody? It's your man DJ Caveman. We back again, as always, with DJ Iron Monkey for another episode of DJ Iron Monkey Caveman talking that shit.
Yes, indeed.
Couple of 40-something unks giving y'all the word on the streets and our responses and opinions based on the shit from the unk perspective. You know what I mean? You may recognize the dark skinned supermodel over there to the right with the Pittsburgh. Is that a Pirates hat?
Yes.
Pittsburgh Pirates hat on. You might have seen him, quickly and briefly, and then it was followed by some smoke, and then you didn't see him again. It's welcome back to the show. I like to refer to him as Clandestine Pete, but welcome back to the show, Pete.
Thank you very much.
The Incredible Pete.
Incredible Pete. That's right. I forgot about Incredible Pete. Ladies, that's Incredible Pete. Incredible Pete brings by the Incredible Peen by request only. For the ladies.
Yeah.
So the ladies know, holla at my man if you're looking for some Incredible Peen.
That was a good tagline. Thank you very much for having me.
I got all the hashtags for you, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Listen, my name starts with a D, so it's the same shit. I'm just using a different letter.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it works both ways,
Yeah, man. Plus, I'm outside.
Well, yeah, that you are. Yeah, I'm the domesticated one.
Me and Pete, we're kind of outside. Pete's more outside than me. He's out there. He's out there slanging it around, ladies. You know what I mean? If you want some, but you just have to understand what comes with that. He may have to disappear from you for like months on end without an explanation. When he left, he looks like he does now. He comes back, he got a beard. You can't ask no questions.
I try, man. I try. Always try. It's always a pleasure.
Full disclosure, you know what I mean? Pete tried to send me a hacking virus to my phone today.
It was smooth though. It was smooth.
It was very Nigerian of him too. He used a lot of big words and shit.
Wow.
Can I send you this thing? Then you just put it on your computer, and I just take all the stuff off of it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna send you the script.
Yeah, he called it like a script too. Like I thought it was something I was about to read. I was going to be like, yeah, Pete, just send it over.
Yeah, I thought it was some movie shit too.
What'd you call it?
I was like,
a conscript. What'd you call it, man?
Wow.
What you call it? You used some big ass word. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
I thought he was talking about some movie shit at first, and then when he started talking about the details of it all, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? This is between y'all two. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Always ask questions, man, because before you know it, I might go on an unexpected vacation.
Airplane with no windows.
No windows.
No windows in this airplane, B.
Right?
Oh man. Oh gosh.
Nice. Shout out to Chris in the chat. Chris, one of my trivia friends, super intelligent dude. What up, Chris? But man, how was your week, man? How you been since the last time you was on? You know what I mean?
It was good. Did
your dating profile catch a spike?
No, it didn't. I still gotta put more work into that. I was gonna ask one of your friends like some input from a female perspective, just like, okay, what do you look for as far as profiles and such, and try to soup it up a little bit. Other than that,
I already told you, Pete. Business suit, picture, baby oil flex. That's all you need.
Nah, that gives off weird vibes, man. That gives off American Psycho vibes. You don't want to be that Nigerian nightmare. You don't want to be that guy.
You gotta be like that dude. What's the dude that just puts the face? He puts the bananas on his face. Ashton or whatever. The motherfucker that was running in the video with DJ Khaled.
Yes, that was Ashton. Yes.
I wanted to throw my phone across the screen watching DJ Khaled run in slow motion. You know what I mean?
Did you see the video with that he got ripped on by oh my gosh, this comedian? He's my Nigerian brother. Oh my gosh.
Who Godfrey?
Yes, Godfrey. Yes, Godfrey like had a video where he was blasting him for racing Speed, and in the video it shows him arguing with Speed, saying that because Speed blew him out the water. Speed blew him away, and it was so bad he tripped up in the video, like he actually fell while running against Speed. So Godfrey was like, "You got your butt whooped," and they show a clip of him arguing with Speed, saying, "I fell. It doesn't count. We gotta race again." I was like, "This isn't a good look for you, Chief. This is not." And so Godfrey just went in all in on him and said, "Yeah, you're not fast enough because you don't have your music." And so he's doing like the music, like he's impersonating the music as he's doing this, little monologue, like, "I'm not fast enough. I don't have my car and my music." So he's going on and on, just ripping into Ashton. You gotta see it. It's pretty funny.
All right. Hey, Peter, I just want to remind you that this is an adult show, so you don't have to. You can swear, dog.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Gosh darn it, Pete. You can say a fucking swear over there.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
Yeah.
It's okay to fucking curse on this show, Pete, man.
It's Father's Day. You earn some fucks.
Right?
How about that?
Go all in.
Go ahead. Let loose, Pete. Go ahead. Say it. Just say fuck. Go ahead.
He can't even say it. He can't even say it.
I said it. He fucking ripped into him. He did.
All right. There we go, Pete. There you go.
Yeah. Everybody.
It seemed like you got to warm up into it, Pete. That fuck seemed kind of robotic, but it'll fly as time goes on.
It's the show. I'm a guest, and I'm always love it. I love to be on the show, and so you guys, let me know. Like I professional and everything like that. So I'd rather default to being professional and then being like, hey, the gates are open.
You need to get your fucks up, or else we're not fucking calling you back, Pete. You hear me? You need to get your fucks up. Come on, man.
All right, I'll fucking get on it. How about that?
All right.
Hey, Monkey, how was your week, man? What you get into this week?
Well, now that I'm starting to settle in with the whole moving thing, life is getting a little bit better. Hung out last night, drinking with your ass, trying to sober up. That's why I'm drinking as much liquids as possible to keep me awake. But, went over to my brother's house earlier today. I had some dinner for Father's Day. Matter of fact, happy Father's Day, to you guys. I know dudes, dads, and father figures. So shout out to all of y'all out there. But, so my nephew, my niece, my daughter called, my son called. I guess my other daughter tried to call me, but I was sleeping early in the day. So I got to call her after the podcast here. So, I don't know, just kept it regular, again, starting to settle in, unpacking shit, starting to put stuff in its place. Starting to feel like home now, So, yeah, I got that going on. But how about yourself, mate?
Man, you already know what it is with me. Delivering the packages to the homes of single moms and nannies across the town of Barrington, and creating daydreams and shit. But 9 days. I don't know. I made like an official Facebook announcement, but here on the podcast. 9 days away from Blasted out of Rhode Island, and moving back into the Michigan area. Moving back to Michigan, not the Michigan area, because it's all the same. But, heading back to the Midwest. You know what I mean? We'll still be doing the podcast, but I'll have a different backdrop. And still gonna be with the post office doing that thing. So we're out here. We're outside this week celebrating. It's the last full week. I'm gonna be in town, so we about to do a bunch of shit. Last night, had a little get together.
I ain't drinking for another month.
A lot of drinks. I woke up in my car like a true night of alcoholism. I woke up at like 6 o'clock in front of my house in my car.
What?
And I was like, look.
We drank a lot last night. We drank a lot.
I mean, I remember, let's be clear. I remember driving home and everything, but as soon as I pulled in my driveway and turned the car off, it's like the Jedi was like, the Force was like, all right, cool, you're done. Rest.
Oh my gosh.
We kept you alert enough to get you to the house. Now you just sleep right here, like, because you could fall up the stairs or some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, shoot.
So,
but Daryl's an OG. So it's like he drove smooth, didn't drive too fast, didn't drive too slow, didn't whip any corners, use his signal. He's a G.
Driving like I drive like an unk, man. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, using turn signals and everything properly.
Being a model driver.
Yeah,
being a model driver.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, you ain't really trying to get pulled over, even if you've not been drinking.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the time for misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning, especially when you're dumb drunk and high.
Yeah.
Nah. Your best bet is just take it easy and cruise.
Shout out to everybody who was able to stop by and hang out with us, man. It was a great time. I'll be posting the pictures later on. I'm trying to get a nice week of pictures, and I'm gonna do like a little slideshow or something. And
a lot of interesting conversations, though. Well, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was good. It was good, and there'll be more. Stay with me on the socials. I'll let you know where I'm gonna be at. And if you got the availability to come be there with me, come through. All are welcome.
Hello.
And if you're not welcome when you get there, then somebody will fight you, I guess. I don't know. Show up and let's get as the young nephews say, lit all week. But anyway, it's Father's Day.
Not all week. I got liver and kidneys and life to live.
We got the same shit, dog. You know what I mean? I got kidneys and a liver too. Listen, I've been suffering today. Like today, I always got the sunglasses on because it's kind of the uniform now. But man, I still need these bad boys because it's bright in here, and I'm really just now feeling like a human being. I've been feeling sluggish all day, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls at the job at the ballet brought all the day shift fellas lunch today. So shout out to that too, because that greasiness in that Chinese food really helped bring a motherfucker back today. But yeah, man, how was everybody's Father's Day? Pete, man, how was your Father's Day? Did you get your ties and slippers?
No, my sons actually didn't destroy the kitchen. They actually made me a special breakfast. They made a fudge brownie cake, and they adorned it with the numbers 11 and 9, which I had to ask them, like, what's that for? And they're like, oh, it's our number, it's our ages. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, guys. So I went over and
you didn't know their ages?
I know their ages, but I didn't realize that they were like putting that on the cake. I saw it as 119, not like 11 and 9. And I was
okay. Your kids thought you were 119?
Something like I'm referred to as the old man by these kids, so I thought it was just a joke. So they did that, and then they presented me with some cards. One of them, he put a rap in, and it was priceless. My eldest Simon wrote a rap for me as DJ Slipjack. I still don't know where the name came from, but yeah, he named himself DJ Slipjack. I was like, all right, so he wrote a rap for me, and then my youngest one, said I love you, and then then I got a balloon from my mom and my sister and some like stuff, and we got to chill out. We went and saw How to Train Your Dragon, the live action film.
How was it?
That was actually, I liked it. I did like it. My sons, this is the first time I've ever heard them actually walk out critiquing the movie. So my youngest one was like, "Yeah, I think Astrid could have been a blonde." I said, "Okay, well, it is creative. I get that." And then my youngest one, he was critiquing the dragon. I was like, I think they could have made the dragon a little bit more animated or something along those lines. And I was just like, guys, you never critique movies like this. Like, where is this coming from? So they overall liked it, but I enjoyed it. Could I have waited for it on video? Yeah, obviously, but it was Father's Day, going to check it out. So they definitely, my youngest one was like the IMAX. I don't know if he wants to do the IMAX anymore because he was like every time there's explosions, he was all like, "Oh my gosh!" The other one. So today it was quiet, reserved. It was nice. And they got me a very which I'll talk about with our top 5. They got me a present. I'll talk about that one because that's in the top 5 list. So all in all, good.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
Who was supervising these kids while they were making this cake, and how did it come out?
So I was in my room. They forbade me to actually go into the kitchen. And any and all sharp objects are removed and they're not allowed to touch. So they were able to do this with just water, eggs, the mix, and yeah, that was all that was needed. Because I taught my eldest son when he's actually cooked. He's baked food in the oven using the mitts properly and such, and he's actually cooked food on the stove while I supervise. So he understands, hey, if you don't have these mitts, don't do anything like that. And I was actually very proud of him because I thought it was going to be a disaster. And when I came in, the kitchen was very clean. Of course, the sink was loaded with all types of stuff, but the actual cake actually came out good. He tried to add chocolate chips, and I said, "No, too much, dude. Just leave it as it is." So it came out really well, and it was good. So, it worked out. So I'm very proud of him. He's almost 12. Like I still count the days because his birthday's coming up in September, but he's almost 13. So I had a moment. I did have a moment because I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, oh gosh. So I wasn't like sleeping and they did this. I was up and if there was going to be an issue, I'd run in, but no issues.
Nice. So, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And it tasted good too, right? You're not just saying that because you're.
I am not saying it. I had 3 pieces.
Oh damn! All right.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. So it was all right. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It was actually good. It was actually good. So it was a pleasant surprise, and the present, like I said, we'll talk about that later. But that was a big surprise as well. So yeah, it was a. In the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
It's dad jokes. You've earned it.
Yeah,
You've earned it.
It's Father's Day. It's Father's Day.
Yeah, man.
You can't tell a dad joke on Father's Day. Come on, man.
For real.
Hey.
Matter of fact, I do want to say shout out to my social media feed today because they know how I be getting on them on Father's Day about the weird chicks that be like, I'm the mother and the father and the this and the that and fucking the fuck ass down. And so today it appeared that most of my timeline, was respectful to the day. So shout out to my social media feed for not showing me the bullshit from the chicks who try to hijack Father's Day.
Yeah.
How about you, Tim? How about you? How was your? I mean, you did talk about my vibe.
No, just going over by my brother's house and just like he cooked some what did he make? Some smothered chicken, some baked mac and cheese, some rice. What else? Oh, and I ended up making like a little pasta salad, But it was nice, My sister ended up giving us a call when she was down in Trinidad to show us some plots of land. She was with my father. Some guy was picking some fresh pineapples and some coconuts and shit like that. So, it was nice.
Nice.
So, got to see my father a little bit. So it's cool.
Cool.
Hey, NBA Finals is here. Is anybody watching?
I have not. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't.
On and off. To be honest, like I try. It's I'm not really invested, and the style of ball is not really enticing to me. Like take a three, run down, try to get a foul. Take a three, run down, try to get a foul. Like I don't know. I don't know. Even though, like, low key, I kind of want the Pacers to win because I can hang my hat on that my team lost to the champs.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't like the Pacers. And then even with OKC, it's like I don't hate them enough, or I like them enough to tune in. Yeah, SGA, his game is nice, and everybody's trying to attribute the mid-range game to him, and that was actually part of the conversation we had last night. But I was like, nah, DeRozan's been playing with the mid-range game forever, but the difference is the point average, because SGA is about at what 32 points a game, and majority of those are like mid-range shots, versus DeRozan, who's like 24. And probably about 18 mid-range. So
here's my thing with that though. Like, so many guys are known for their mid-range game way before SGA. Like fucking Sean Livingston never missed from the mid-range. He's like made like 1,700 shots in a row from the mid-range. Like Kawhi Leonard, great mid-range game.
Yeah.
Jordan's whole career was like from like 17 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they're trying to make it seem like he's like repopularizing the mid-range game, which I'll give him that. Like he's making it popular again, but it's like we always had guys.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton.
Rip.
So yeah, there's always been guys with the mid-range game. It's just he's like the hot guy now, and they want to be like, oh, he's bringing it back. No, he really isn't. He's just making it sexy, because he's the hot guy now, and he's not doing it by shooting mad threes.
Right.
So I get it in a sense, but still.
So, Dawood, you mentioned the style of play, and you guys are more basketball aficionados. For me, like the style of play, like you brought up, Daryl, was like the whole mid-range thing. Like back in our time, the mid-range game was always there. I also feel, this is just me, and maybe I'm wrong. You guys can correct me, but I just feel there's not as much attacking the basket like there used to be.
Yeah, a couple of things. Like, people don't want to get posterized, even though there's really no NBA posters anymore like that when you really, really look at it.
Right. Like I missed
so
that.
Like, yeah,
I kind of miss
so
it.
like, oh man, I miss it. Like just dunking on somebody and just embarrassing them. But now you get like a tech now real quick.
Yeah.
For unsportsmanlike conduct. You dunk on somebody, you go, T. Like, come on, man. So that's where I see where people shoot a lot of threes now, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot a three in your face and then turn around and do something stupid. I'm not gonna really get a tech as if I dunk on you and go, and I start flexing.
Yeah.
So
they need. I need my NBA to have more of that. You know what I mean? Because right now, like that, the equivalent to getting dunked on is getting like super crossed over. Like when you fall, or you just get like shook out the frame on a step back or something, and the dude is wide open. But it's like I don't know. It don't got the same as like when Sean Kemp dunked on Bradley and pushed him into the fucking camera guy and shit, pointed at him.
Yes.
Or Shaq, I forgot who he dunked on, but the person tried to carry him and he just pushed him off and like sent him flying 3 feet. I forgot who that person was, but it was a big guy. It was a big guy. But yeah. I just feel like from what I've seen, that's that inside attack in the posterizing, you would say. I just feel like that's been lackluster.
Well, because they've been trying to cut down on fights and aggressiveness, so that's where they kind of police it like that. Kind of whack, but I get where they're coming from. Trying to take the whole thuggery out of it all and try to have the sweet science of basketball in a sense, but I'm with you guys. Like, basketball is supposed to be a physical sport.
Right.
So they're trying to make it more finesse and everything. That's why I said, like, when they did away with the hand checking, that's where everybody's shooting threes now, because you could swing your arms around and, just swing around and shoot. Versus when somebody used to have their hand on your hip, you can't swing your arm as easy, because their arm is right there.
Right.
So when they did away with hand checking, they opened up people taking threes.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but it's just rough. It's just rough watching it.
So you got the Pacers winning it in 6?
And 7. The NBA understands that they're gonna have to drag this one out.
Oh yeah, they just put my man, who's the ref, Scott
Foster.
Scott Foster. They just put Scott Foster in the game. I saw a meme that had a stat line. He had like 22 fouls. He called like 22 fouls and 2 techs.
What? Oh gosh!
Listen,
he's the great equalizer.
Literally.
There's that Netflix special called what's it, Flagrant Foul, where they was talking about Donaghy.
Oh yeah.
Right. And they was like, look, Scott Foster, his name was involved in a lot of it too. But somehow he got skated. Because even when you watch the documentary, he makes a very compelling point. He was like, that series when it was the Kings and the Lakers, everybody was like, yo, that's probably one of the worst games ever called.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening is that the 3 referees from that game end up getting promoted. So it's like, wait, hold on, something's up here. It's like, well, apparently the league is rewarding when certain teams do well or a series goes a certain length. So the league actually, takes care of the referees. And that's where Donaghy's like, oh, word? Oh, I see what's going on here. So when you get deeper into the weeds of it all, you'll get to see. But he does make a compelling case, because how do you get promoted when everybody says that's probably one of the worst officiated games ever? And you get promoted? Like, how?
So, it's some of the foul calls that they missed that he didn't call were crazy. Like there's the one that's been floating around with with Halliburton getting pushed almost into the stands on a steal and no call.
That was happening to the Knicks. Now it's happening to the Pacers, and now they want to cry about the shit. Well, y'all was doing it to the Knicks, and
it was happening. It was happening to the Pistons too, man. I'm just saying. I blame Scott Foster now for the Pistons losing to the Knicks. I'm sure he officiated a couple of those games. I feel like.
Who's the other one? Brothers?
Yeah, is that the wait? Which one is the one that like
Look like a bulldog?
no, the dude who he seems to be in like all of Chris Paul's like most important games and shit. And he be reffing. He like refs against Chris Paul.
I think it is Brothers.
Like Chris Paul hasn't won a game when that dude's been refereeing.
I think it's Brothers. Gary Brothers or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, but nah, like the fix me in sometimes, you know.
I mean, sometimes I definitely agree. I mean, shit. Angel Reese had a triple double last night, so I don't know how that happened.
In points?
Yeah, she had a triple double. She had 11
points, rebounds, and assists.
And assists. Yeah, she had 11, 13, and 11.
She added some steals and blocks, right, as well.
Well, she's always been a really good defender. She's just been struggling offensively this year. Like, last year she had like a little bit of a surge toward the end, but then this year she had a good summer, and then she came in like Ben Simmons, can't fucking make a layup, and now I guess she's finally getting it together.
How many rebounds does she have?
I don't know. I got to look at the thing, but I saw she's embracing that shit. She's like, whoever gave me that nickname, I'll take that shit. Because all the
me-bounds?
Yeah, she's like, they're all mine anyway. Anything that come off the glass is mine.
That's a good spin.
So.
Yeah, but she's shooting like 25% from the field.
Yeah,
that shit is gross.
It's probably the lowest percentage triple double in the history of basketball.
It's not looking good. She did go 7 for 7 on the free throws. So
listen. I think that in college she was making buckets. Like even in the beginning of her rookie season, she was making buckets, and now she's not making buckets. I think she's trying to do too much. I think she can't be the ball handler.
Yeah,
like she gotta go post up and get her work done. You know what I mean? From like 15 feet and in. Like letting her bring the ball up is detrimental because she doesn't handle the ball well. And she got the slowest jumper in the world. So, which I also think might be affecting her. Her jumper is like very like slow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not getting tossed into. That's why she gets blocked so much, I think, because her shot is like not fast.
It's like RJ Barrett, like real robotic.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Like she almost pauses when she gets the ball here, like, and then she pauses and then she shoots it.
Yep.
Like, but I like the shoes. Shout out to Angel Reese with the smooth Reebok. I watched that documentary, that Shaq documentary about the dude, like with him and Allen Iverson taking over Reebok, and she was their first signing. The shoe's pretty dope. Comes in a couple different colors. And it's also shout out to the dudes who are like 8 for 10 gambling online for Angel Reese. They're betting on her to miss her first shot of the game.
Yes, yeah.
And they went like 6 days in a row. And if you look at the screen, it says like the total money they've won is like $400 million or some shit.
Really?
It shows like what they gambled and then what they won, and then it shows like their wallet. Like they got wild money, but like they won 6 days in a row, and then she made her first shot 2 days in a row, and in the last 2 days she's missed her first shot. So they 80% gambling every game that Angel Reese is gonna miss her very first shot of the game. It's both hilariously diabolical and like almost mean spirited. But like the intensity of watching them like watch the beginning of the basketball game is like the most hilarious shit to me.
I can imagine.
They really made that much money. Like these
dudes probably like, I mean, how many more games are left? Like if you're winning at an 80% clip, like,
jeez,
you doing something.
Shit, and you put big money on each one too. Yeah, like 20,000, 40,000.
Yeah, they're putting big money on it. Like, I mean, shit, I almost want to go put 100 on it for the next couple games to see if I could, flip my money.
I ride that wave.
I thought about it.
It's like when everybody everybody was getting GameStop stock back a couple years ago.
That shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That short wave, huh?
Yeah, man.
Nah, it's just too gimmicky for me. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to make money or not? I mean, it's like everybody should be betting on. Everybody should be betting on this right now until she gets better, and then you can flip the bet and bet it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but right now, if you bet it the other way, you 2 for 10.
You too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want to bet on her failure, but statistics say that I should.
Patterns
until the curve changes.
How failure has been as successful for people that have been voting for her and gambling on that bet.
That's all I'm saying.
So, hey, sometimes people cash in on tragedies. You know, that's when like there's usually earthquakes and stuff like that. People say, "Yo, buy stock in like Caterpillar or construction materials because they're going to need materials to rebuild."
Mm-hmm.
So some people like disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, shit like that. You know, you can make money, like big money on those kind of things too. But it depends on what you want to do with your life. I don't know. But that's a little stock tip without giving nobody a stock tip because I don't know what the rules are, and I don't want the SEC or the Big East or whatever they call themselves to come kick in my door. Giving away insider tip type shit. No, I'm not Martha Stewart. So
I'm trying to find out how much money these guys have made.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you might want to keep a hot tip to yourself,
right?
Because if everybody's riding that wave, then that money and the odds might change. So gotta be careful too.
Hold on, I'm trying to confirm this stat that I just saw that said that gamblers have made $1.1 billion on this gamble so far.
What? Nah. It sounds like a sucker bet now. Like they're trying to overinflate the numbers and trying to get people to think so that way they can bet on the opposite side.
Yes.
But that's why you got to watch the curve.
1.1 billion. Jeez. That's serious.
Yeah, even if you get 5%, like half of 1% of that, you'll still be kind of rich.
That's all I'm saying. Like, and then as soon as it starts to change and she starts to get more consistent, then you just bet it the other way.
Or every time she takes a shot, you go, ah! Just buy a ticket to all her games just to do that. Ah! Sometimes you're gonna want to try to invest in your bet.
Right.
Well,
shout out to Andrew Reese, one of the premier faces of the WNBA.
Yo, I'm trying to make money too, big. Like, come on now. Like, if one of them dudes will pay me to go from state to state and follow the team to go, $100 per person, and if she misses, then I get $200. Yeah, man. Fuck a day job like that. That's my new life now. You're just traveling hobo.
NBA shot scarer guy.
Yeah. I'm that heckler that was in Happy Gilmore. That guy. I'm a heckler for hire.
That's like, I bet there's a market for that. I bet there's a market for that. Just like the dudes in New York that pay people to stand in line for shoes.
Hey, I could chronicle and have like a little mini series, Heckler for Hire. You know, fuck Spencer. You know.
Oh jeez.
You know, he's retired. I'm a heckler for hire. Angel Reese. Be like, yeah. All of a sudden, somebody might want to put a hit out on me.
Are you gonna do are you gonna do the research as a heckler for hire? You know what I mean? You gotta do the research on your victims of heckling, so you can the deep dark secrets.
Yeah, start saying some wild bullshit like Kevin Garnett.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you know, it's like Honey Nut Cheerios, baby.
It tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, man. Like what? Like
that would just be, man. I mean, I know they're not married now, but that would have been beef like for the whole time.
Nah, man. Like
I feel like they still should fight. They should do like a celebrity boxing match, just to, you know what I mean?
No, but understand something. Everything will be cool until somebody grabs me by like collar in the alleyway. They're like, look, kid, shaking me up against a dumpster. Like, yeah, no, man. I'm saying, like, I got kids at home.
You just have to say it's a prank, it's a prank while you're running, and then usually those guys end up surviving, but sometimes they don't.
Didn't one of them dudes get shot?
Yeah.
Tyrone, right?
Tyrone, yeah, but I mean, there's like I think he's like an Indian kid or something that's always like doing these jokes, these pranks. He's like, but he's walking through like gang territory and shit. Like somebody's gonna lay this kid down. You know, you can only, but if they don't hear you yelling, it's a prank, and they don't give a fuck that it's a prank. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna beat your prank ass. That's it.
The pranks have been getting a little bit disrespectful the last couple of years. You know.
Yeah. It's not can to camera, you know. It's not wholesome. It's some real goofy dumb shit nowadays. But
you know, and it's gonna keep happening until more dudes start getting their ass beat more regularly, or you know what I mean. Hopefully nobody else gets, because obviously dudes getting plugged, like the Tyrone dude didn't really stop people from doing. In fact, they probably getting even more brazen.
You know, that Tyrone dude was wildly disrespectful. Hey, yo, he had that shit coming, boy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that dude was wild.
He was super disrespectful, for sure.
Slapping food out your hand. You fat. Fuck you, need to eat that. I'm Tyrone. I'll fuck your bitch. What? What?
In case anybody was wondering, that was a siren. I guess that we moved into a real rough neighborhood.
Oh yeah. It's more active in these streets.
You know, and if you hear any humming during the show, that's my air conditioner, because it's fucking hot in here, and I don't want to take off all my clothes, so I turned the AC on.
Nah, see, I got my window open because, like, I'm on the 3rd floor and it gets kind of warm up there. Ooh. But today is just kind of chilly, you know, hence the sweater. But, you know, yeah, I got to leave the window open, so yeah, you'll hear more of the activity.
I was thinking we might get into the Trump shit, but we're running we're running up into our top 5, so we're just gonna skip ahead. Fuck that Trump shit right now. I don't really.
You know what? I believe every show he gets bumped.
He's like Matt Damon on.
Yeah, because Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel,
yeah. Nah, listen, he gets bumped all the time because if anything, I really didn't tune in to like the military salute and the military parade, which, you know, still happened to fall on his birthday yesterday. Yeah, whatever. No need to talk about that.
No. It's time for the top 5. Top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the top 5 dance right there. The glaze and sprinkle, or whatever we was calling it a couple episodes ago.
I don't recall calling it that. That's for damn sure. I know that much. Shit, I didn't agree on that at all.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know. I figured I don't really remember the whole conversation, but
Yeah, I don't remember that part. I know that much.
But
But
anyway,
yeah.
this week on the top five, since it's Father's Day, we're gonna talk about what we feel are the top five best Father's Day gifts. Ladies, take notes for next year in case you failed at the Father's Day situation. Um, you know, sex is not a gift.
No, I'm not trying to make more kids, man.
you know.
No, that's not the move.
We'll
with the three I got already.
We'll start with the let's go with our esteemed guest, DJ Crisis.
Yeah, this so number five. I have this top five, and it's not like
Is he? Huh? Is he gonna do this bullshit? Not having them in order again, Daryl?
Pete, man,
is that Pete's thing?
I don't
know,
that his
man.
Thing? Pete been on some bullshit today, man. He tried to hack my computer, and then now he's trying to not have a top five. It's a top five. Pete.
Technology, a smartwatch, number five.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, okay.
Number five, a smartwatch. Just to be able to keep up with your steps. Health is the new wealth. It's the new sexy. So that's number five. Number four, this one related to your hobby. So whether it be if it's automotive, like for me, something related to like the car, whether it be new tires or rims, something, because everyone has their hobby. But
the LED for your pedals, so you could have the glow in the dark floors,
or like exterior lights or something like that. Something related to the hobby.
The AutoZone add-ons.
I like the underground lights personally. I want some underground lights.
He's about to show up to the club one night with ground effect lighting, with the LEDs that move with the music and shit.
So my sons have been teasing me about being Batman because I'm monotone and I like to actually not have the lights on very often. So they've been calling me Batman, and they've actually suggested that I get rid of my car and get something like a black car, and they want me to put underground lights, yellow underground lights like Batman, and have a bat signal somewhere on the car as a decal. I'm like, I don't know, Chief. I don't know about that. So we'll,
Yeah, they don't know how laws work, do they?
Pete's about to buy a Batmobile. That's why he's saying he's like, I could maybe buy a Batmobile, or maybe you could borrow the one of the company vehicles that might also be a Batmobile, or something similar.
Something like that, yeah.
To a Batmobile, just check the garage at the job, man. Like they probably got something that you might be able to, borrow.
Yeah. Number three, grilling. I think that for most men, because the summer's around, it's a grill or something that helps them with the grill for the cookout, because that's, the holidays are around and people, guys like to grill and such. So that's I think universally like our thing. So that's number three. Number two, a ticket to a pro event. Obviously right now it's baseball season, but basketball, getting tickets for like basketball or something like that in the fall, I think that goes a long way. And then for me, number one, I think is a personalized item that reminds them, hey, I'm a dad, and such. And for me, like I was saying, the surprise for me was I got a personalized wallet from my sons. And Darryl, we actually had talked about my wallet, how beat up it was. Like I think it was last week. I was just mentioning you would ask me about my wallet. And
Pete's wallet was like old, man. Like it was like from the 80s or some shit.
So when they got me the wallet, I told them, I was like, oh, I was just talking to Mr. Darryl about my wallet, and you guys got me this. And so on the inside it says, love dad, love Simon and Abraham and such, and it says dad on the front. So I think that's the number one thing, is just a personalized item that reminds them, hey, you're a dad, you're cool, and we appreciate you. So that concludes my list.
Nice. All right. Did you want to go next, Daryl?
Nah, go ahead, man.
So
your list got honorable mentions and shit like that.
No, I kept it simple. Like the thing too, I was trying to avoid is naming, because what I named was the top 5 gifts that I got from my children.
Yeah, it's your top 5. It could be whatever.
Now, mind you, I'm like, let me not say which child, because now it might seem like I'm playing favorites.
Yes.
And you know how sensitive thugs, they all need hugs. So
I like that.
I'm gonna keep it very simple. My number 5, well, collectively they got me tools over the years. So I like when they get me tools. You know, something that they see that I can actually use. You know, they recognize a need, and they're like, oh, you know what? This is gonna make your life a little bit easier, Dad. And they got me one. Number 4, another a child. They got me a New York Knicks keychain, which I gotta find, because they, number 1, know that I'm a New York Knicks fan. Number 2, it's actually a bottle opener, because they know that I like to open bottles with my teeth, and, you know, like beer bottles and shit like that, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. This is very thoughtful. That individual child ended up getting something that was highly functional for me. Number 3, another child, excuse me, ended up getting me a skillet. Well, no, one got me a skillet. The other one got me something similar, but it's slightly different. But, you know, something to make breakfast, because they know how I like to cook for them and prepare food for them. So I like that one. Number 2, one of the children ended up making me a bracelet of the color of my New York Knicks. So
Nice.
I actually wear it, because that was something that they end up picking up for stress relief, was doing some beading. And I was like, yeah, you see, look, it actually helps out. You know, they know that I actually make beads and stuff like that as well. So I'm like, yeah, that's nice that you actually listened to me and made it functional for you. And then number 1, I love when my kids come and just visit and actually spend time with me. You know, if it's watching TV, you know, just having a regular conversation, because, you know, they're going through their life, because one is what, 24, the other one's 23, and then my youngest is 16. So they're going through a lot of changes and life changes. So now the conversations are different that I have with them. You know, so they'll be in the kitchen with me and I'm cooking, and we're having a conversation just about life, and it's just regular talk. You know, like, yeah, people be like that at work. You know, you'll come to find out as time goes on. You know, you got to be careful with those type of people at work. You know, oh yeah, man, it's just nice conversation. It's more enriching now. So that's the number 1 for me. Father's Day gift is when they come and visit, because my daughter, OG, she's actually coming up July 3rd, um, from Florida. I think the one down in DC, she's gonna come visit. My boy, he was supposed to come visit me today, but he's the boy. He's on his time. So, yeah.
Dope, man. That's what's up.
Right.
So, full disclosure, I'm not a dad, but I'm a father figure to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Shout out to the letter B. Just join us in the Facebook chat. What up, B? Happy Father's Day. And so what I did was I was seeing, like, occasionally I did get gifts, you know, in the father figure role, but I'm gonna run down my favorite gifts that I would like to receive yearly if I was a dad. First is socks. I love a good like fancy sock, like a team sock, or just a straight
Mm.
regular sock. Because the laundry demons take a sock every time you do the laundry, so you can never have too many socks. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, and especially if they're like the cool like socks with the designs on them. Like I got Colorado Rocky socks, I got Black Panther socks. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
shit to wear with the suits and shit like that, or
Mm.
at the court or whatever. Anything handmade cards or cakes and cookies and little drawings, artwork, sweaters, whatever. As long as if it's something that's handmade, that's always like a super dope gift. Um, and then any tickets to anything, especially if you buy one for each of us. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because then it becomes like an event that you can do, you know, on some one-on-one time. Like, oh, let's go to this baseball game, or let's go watch this movie, or you know,
What's that number? That's number three.
That was number three.
well, I'm working my way up. Yeah, three. Yeah, three. Uh,
All right.
and then two, um, I like being able to get everybody together for some sort of like meal would be cool. 'Cause a lot
Mm.
of times like Father's Day is like barbecues and shit, and then like you know Mother's Day is always like some sort of brunch. Like maybe we should like normalize like a Father's Day brunch, even if it's still barbecue shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I like breakfast. I like bacon and pancakes. Like
Yeah.
we should maybe next year do a Father's Day brunch or something. And that's like and that's like more of like a group gift because I want like that's we get together with the dads, like dad time
Mm.
with other dads. I think is a
Mm-hmm.
dope gift. Like where like your kids are with you and then they're not with you, so you could go do dad shit with
Mm.
other dads. You know what I mean? Like build a dad network. I think that's dope when it's like, all right, honey, everything's good. You go have fun, go golf or bowl or sit on the porch and have a couple beers with your fellas. Like that's a
Yeah.
gift. Get the
Right.
fuck go over there. Let me get some quiet time. Quiet time is, or let me do
Hmm.
what I want to do on that day. You know.
Yeah,
Uh,
because sometimes when you're around your lady all the time, shit gets stir crazy.
yeah, and then finally, you know, phone calls and visits, like you were saying, Dawood, man, like those are dope,
Mm.
man. Especially like as you get older and your kids move away and they're in college and they're doing their own life, and they might not stay local. You know what I mean? So like
Mm.
that phone call and that conversation, especially on the important days, you know what I mean? But just being able to remember that your kids recognize you for the things that you did, you know what I mean? And they just want to be still around. Because a lot of times, they're in their
Yeah.
own lives and you're like, I even deal with it with my parents. You know what I mean? Like I don't see my dad as often as I probably should, but he lives the next state over. So like I gotta like plan to go visit him. But
Mm.
whereas my mom, she lived right next door, I could drop in on her any day,
Mm.
you know. But I know that like those days when I just go to my mom's house and we sit and watch a Gordon Ramsay cooking show or a Top Chef or some shit, and we're not even really talking. We're just watching TV and eting snacks.
Hmm.
Like those are dope gifts, and like
Yeah,
you gotta
hell
make
yeah.
sure that you talk to your parents, man, because they appreciate it.
Hmm.
They appreciate it. We appreciate it, and but yeah, man, that's the top five best Father's Day gifts. So, ladies, mothers, baby moms, take some notes.
Hmm.
If you got a good father for your children in their life, you know what I mean? Appreciate them by getting them one of these 15 things we just talked about. Or get them all of them. Get all of them. Shit, get all 15. You know what I mean? But make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube.
Mm.
If you're not, go to the YouTube channel, Caveman Entertainment TV. Click the bell and the subscribe button. Uh, Pete, man, as always, thanks for coming on. And is there anything you wanna promote? You know what I mean? Anything you're working on? Let the ladies know how they can get in contact with you. You know.
As I said, it's always it's a pleasure to be on here with you guys and
Mm.
um, really have that network. Daryl, you are going to be definitely missed, but not forgotten. Um,
Mm.
Yeah, beat on my dick.
Yeah.
He'd be with the he was forever missed but not forgotten. That's the shit that you write on memorials, dog.
Ew. We'll always love Big Papa.
That's like
We'll always love you, babe.
like I feel like I just got airbrushed onto a t-shirt just now.
Yo, for airbrushed.
I apologize. Him not being Rhode Island it's gonna be it's gonna be bittersweet. So I apologize. I came out the wrong way. I apologize.
But Pete, they make planes now, and I know you fly private from time to time. So
yes,
just come to Detroit, man. Like,
I know. I make it sense.
That's why we're about to lock everybody in officially right now. December 21st. Steelers, Lions in Detroit. The whole crew gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Nah, Pete got a link to that hyperlink that's underneath the ground. That new railway. He'll be like, nah, I'll meet y'all there. Don't worry about it. Be like, yo, Pete, why are you just leaving 2 hours before the game? Don't worry about it. I'll be there in enough time.
Right.
And
I'll meet y'all there. I gotta make a stop real quick on the way. I got a layover, so I don't got a direct flight, but I'll be there by the time the game starts.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll be there.
And then like when we be like we're like tailgating, and we get a text from Pete that says, "Leaving my house now."
Yeah.
Pete, you didn't even get on the plane yet. Don't worry.
I'll be there. We walk into the seats and Pete is already sitting in the damn seats.
No, we're looking for the seats. Pete sends us a picture from the stadium. Like, yo, where y'all at?
Yeah, trying to find out seats and shit, looking at the ticket section.
Ladies, just so you know, Pete got the good travel plan.
Yeah.
He might not never be able to take y'all with him, but he can get to wherever you're at in a moment's notice.
And Daul keep it up with the DJ thing. Which, did you see my thing with the laptop? I sent you a couple of.
Don't open no mail from Pete, man. It's just not safe. He's trying to hack your computer, dog. I told you, he already got me with the conscript, whatever the fuck. What did you call it earlier?
I said a PowerShell script.
Yeah, like whatever the fuck a PowerShell script is, it sounds clandestine. That's all I'm saying. Pete trying to get me.
I love you guys.
He's trying to get me black bag.
Yeah.
But as always great to be with you guys. And thank you for being in the network. Thank you for being my four quarters, if you would.
There's only two of us, Pete. But I mean, I get the sentiment.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Pete. Nah, if anything, like I got thrown off. I heard somebody yelling. I gotta remember, like I'm more in the hood now. So when you hear yelling, don't be looking out the window. Now you're best off minding your damn business.
Yo, did you see anybody? Yeah. What's the weirdest shit you've seen out your window so far? Now that you're in a more active neighborhood.
Nothing.
Like bum fights or some shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, somebody was just getting cussed the fuck out just now.
Yeah.
I just hope it wasn't me. Like, wait, I'm trying to see my messages. Like, yo, did I miss something? I hope that's not my girl making noise like that.
Shout out to the lady behind me that be cussing her boyfriend out early in the morning, dog. Like really like going ham on this dude on the phone in her backyard. Like to the point where like one day she woke me up and I was like, who is yelling outside?
Oh jeez.
What the fuck do I tell you every time I try to have this conversation? I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, shout out to that lady for keeping the neighborhood interesting. I love it. I love a busy neighborhood, man. I was looking at where I'm moving to on the map, and it looks like very cul-de-sac-ish. So there might not
real
be
fish bowly.
Yeah, it might not be no real action in my neighborhood, but You know,
listen. Hey,
I'm an unk now, so I got to try to, I got stuff.
Gremlins happen in a cul-de-sac.
True. Gremlins did happen in the cul-de-sac. You know,
So you gotta be careful.
so did Desperate Housewives.
A lot of things happen in cul-de-sacs, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the
Uh,
cul-de-sac life. I'll let y'all know how it goes. But yo, that don't mean the show gonna stop. We might take a little break in July because it's July and we get vacations too at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in August, but we still got one or two more shows left. And make sure you join us for all of them. Pete, thanks for coming on. Everybody, check y'all next time. We out of here.
All right.